Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpicks.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
All right, Mindy. Fleming's the starting pitcher for the Rays. The line is minus 135 and 9 over 15. Here it comes. Everyone's getting their first looks. It's just broke within the last 5 or 10 minutes. Fleming, the starter here for the Rays. I know probably caught you a little bit off. I don't know if you have time to run it through your the machine there, the Mindy machine, but we'll see what Mindy has to say.
Yeah, so again, I kind of thought it was going to be Bradley. That's kind of what I was, looking at. Again, sometimes those go to early bullpen games. Here with Fleming, I don't think it's too much difference here. Gonna go with the Rays today. This is a long stint here for the Dodgers on the road. Their last game, I think, before they get back home. So yeah, I think the Rays are going to take out a weary Dodgers team here today.
All right, Mindy says take the Rays. Maybe it has been a long trip. And, there's nothing certainly, it's not like some big surprise. I'm sure the Rays knew kind of what was up. So I don't think they're coming in unorganized or anything with Fleming in there. We've seen Stone and his 2 starts so far. Mindy definitely been okay, I think. Well, the Dodgers have won anyway. I believe both those games that he started. Does have a pretty high ERA, but he's got a lot of run support in those games. I would imagine in this one it's going to be a little bit tougher. So, man, but favored here, $1.35. It does kind of bother me just a little bit on the price. I'm just kind of analyzing it too here, and just having gotten word. I do kind of want to go with you in this one here. So, and let's see. Let me go through the chat here real quick. We've got Latifa on Tampa, Takia on the Rays as well. Walking Spotted Bear on Tampa. Looks like Latifa might be putting all of her plays in in case she dozes off. I'm thinking. We missed you, Latifa. Glad you were able to stop by this weekend. Rays here for Fernando and Butterscotch on the Rays, Londo on the Rays. I better go with Rays here. It feels like, Mindy. I don't know. I just feel a little bit uncomfortable with them today, kind of. Oh, okay, look at these overs here with Ziggy and Burley, and these teams do smash. I'm going to reserve that. Darren on Tampa, Bionic on Dodgers. Here's Ray's first. A lot of opinions here on this game all of a sudden. Hello to Christopher Domkowski here today on the over. Lots of Rays. I'd feel bad if I didn't go with the Rays in this one. All right. I'm going to rely on the chat. I'm going to go with the chat here in this one. I think the price is a little bit too high. I think there's going to be plenty of runs scored, but maybe I can get in some late steam here and, I don't know, maybe give a total out here as a free play. But, I'm feeling like maybe it's going to be a high enough scoring game, and maybe I can come in on a premium here. Justin says Rays team total over City for RC today. And think of that. See that guy got run out of the Rays. He was yelling at Randy Arozarena. He's wearing a Yankees jersey, but the Yankees weren't playing.
I did not see that.
And he got arrested because he was so obnoxious.
No way.
You can Google. You can go on the Twitter machine.
I mean,
Ron, there he is, Mindy. I told you yesterday. I saw Ron on one of the other shows.
Yeah, I'm glad Ron can make it.
Yep, he's here. He's here. All right. I'll do it with you guys. I'm going to trust everybody and go with the Rays today at minus $1.35. Looks like Dodgers might, I don't know, maybe they'll be the public side as an underdog, but I'm not so sure. All right. Okay, well, we cleared that one up anyway, and it is the early start in just 2 hours on Peacock. Everyone's got Peacock nowadays, right? You better, because otherwise you're going to miss that one NFL playoff game. Much ado about nothing. Everybody's all, like I said, I mean, if you ever have trouble getting a stream, I'll hook you up, but everything should be a la carte anyways. Let people choose whatever channels they want. All right, the Rangers and the Orioles continue their series here. The Orioles are favored in this one, minus $1.50. The total, 9 under 20.
Yeah, so I'm still going to go ahead and, expect a lot of runs today. Again, we talked about it yesterday. What, number 2 and number 3 best offenses. I think this one here again, I'm not super excited about the pitching matchup here. I think it gets over the total today.
I agree. I'm going to take another one with you in this one, Mindy. We know that Bradford has made just one start. It was a loss. He gave up 6 runs in 5 innings. Bradish, he's looked okay of late. And Orioles a pretty strong favorite here in a game that, Bradish, he doesn't have a tremendous amount of experience, but he's got 8 starts and 3.06 ERA in his last 3 starts. Orioles both teams playing well. I'll agree with you, Minnie. We got to get to 10 double-digit runs here today with these two, but I'll go with you on this one and take the over. See what the chat has to say here in this one. It's Fernando on the Rangers today. We're getting some split action here, especially with a dog here, Takia on the Orioles. Ziggy going to take the Orioles, but Darren's on the Rangers. Savannah says Rangers and over. And here's Ron going over. Verley going over as well. Londo, Rangers first 5. Great contributions here. Wow. Bionic Rangers, Butterscotch over, Burley over, Ron over. Did I say it already? I don't know. They popped up so fast. And Nathan, Rangers first 5 money line. Let's take the over here in this one. Tifa's got Texas today. So a little bit of support for the dog here in this game, Mindy. Bradford off his first start. So, all right, Mindy, Padres and Yankees in this one. Well, the Yankees certainly got it done yesterday in that one. I had the winner on the under here on the show. Here we have Cole, $1.40. 7.5 under 15 now, so we are seeing a move here to the low. I keep talking about these Yankee unders at home, and pretty good pitching matchup.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where I'll go. I'm going to go ahead and go to the under today, Ramon. Again, I feel like Cole's kind of had a couple bad outings here as of late. Again, uncharacteristic of him. I don't think they've gotten over, 5 runs here in this series so far. So, yeah, going to go ahead and hit the under here today again, Ramon.
All right. Well, guess we go 3 for 3.
Okay.
Well, I just feel like, with this pitching matchup anyway,
and I love you, Darvish. Yes, for sure.
Well, you know you do.
My brown hat.
In the chat? Oh, you don't have your
I might have it here next to me, but yeah, I mean, I save it for special occasions, Ramon.
Yeah. Well, I talk about the Yankees, under in their home games. The Yankees are still 14-8 to the over in their last 22 games, but the Padres, last 31 games, only 6 of them have gone over because of their offensive struggles. So here's Oh boy, we're getting some real action here on this one. Ziggy wants to go under. Fernando says Yankees. Yankees and under for Savannah. Takia on the Yankees. Justin says maybe the over here. Nathan's got the Yankees in this one. Yeah, you don't expect Cole to be, totally throwing in another clunker.
Well, you hope not anyway, right?
Well, actually, he's got a 5 ERA in his last 5 starts. So.
I know, right?
But the Yankees still 9-2 in his 11 starts this season. First 5 under for Blake. Here's Bionic on the Padres. Hope Bionic's right. I don't have much confidence in this one for sure with my Padres. First 5 under for Justin. Burley says now that it's juiced to the under, he wants to go over.
Huh.
And JD Padres. Fernando hit another home run. He seems to, I don't know. He plays to that crowd. I would not be that. I'm not going to be more critical of Tatis, but I wouldn't egg on the crowd like that. I would tune them out. I would not give them any acknowledgement when that's going on. You're only bringing a little bit more attention to yourself, and that's unfortunately the one flaw in Tatis's whole. Look, everybody loves to see this guy. I think. I know a lot of people are giving him the cheater tag and all that. It's hard to doubt his, his ability, if you will. Under here, hey, nice to see Nunu here today. RC says he's going to buy it up to 8.5. That's probably going to. What's that going to be? 225. I don't know if I can get that real quick or not, but it's got to be. I'm going to guess 8.5 minus 225 ish. Let me see. I just have to know now.
Okay.
Oh no, 165. 9 is 215. Okay, my bad there. Just I was a half a run off there. All right, Mindy, we're on the under. We got 3 to go so far. 3 going. And
Okay.
we've been winning. So
Right.
All right, next up, it'll be the White Sox and the Tigers here in this one. And Dylan Cease goes for the White Sox. And Rodriguez for the Tigers. Well, Eduardo, what can I say? Doesn't get a lot of great support with that Tigers offense. I've talked up the Tigers offense. You've talked them up a little bit as, having their best stretch, but I still got them probably as the worst offense. That's a tough thing about it right now, Mindy, but they are a favorite here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and look at the under. In this one here, you got Cease. We know that he is pretty darn good himself, 4.6 ERA versus Rodriguez. We talked him up quite a bit. I do like him, 1.69 ERA here at home. But again, these two teams don't score a lot. Both of them usually sit like right around 4. Just kind of have to hope that these starting pitchers go a little bit deep because we know the bullpens aren't exactly great here. But I think this one comes in at about 7 today. So going to go ahead and take the under.
Yeah, White Sox have gone over in just 5 of their last 18 games, and Cease has gone under in 3 straight. He's got a ERA right now pretty good over the last couple of starts for Cease, 2.45 in his last 3 games. Rodriguez, maybe he's starting to feel the pressure a little bit of being that guy for Detroit. He's got a 7.2 ERA in his last 2 starts, to be fair. But yeah, like Tigers are hitting enough. They've gone over in 8 of their last 10. But I agree with Mindy, and well, I agree with this move as well. That's the one thing about it. I mean, 7.5 over 15. Because of these offenses, and like I said, I still have Detroit probably bottom of the barrel. The White Sox really aren't much better. I think I've got them about 23rd-ish. So let's do, Mindy, we're going to just play every game, I hope, today. Let's take this one
I think it's going to be
under
awesome.
the total. Wow. Hey, there's a lot of opinions on this game. Let me run them down here real quick. JD says this one's his favorite under on the board. So Butterscotch on the White Sox here. Ziggy on the White Sox. I hope to get a little bit better price, but Thomas says he likes the Tigers here. There's what JD was saying. Blake is on the White Sox here. And that just makes me think when CWS, I started thinking about College World Series. I thought about the softball games.
Yep, you got your grudge match here today, Ramon.
Yeah, they were overmatched.
Diego State.
Yeah, they didn't have their 10-1 yesterday, but I was just surprised they won the first game. So maybe they can pull it off. I mean, if you look at, I don't know if everybody reads the rank, they ranked the teams kind of there a little bit. Some of the experts, softball, I'm not one of them, so I kind of read the articles and everything. And San Diego State pretty much was ranked last out of all the remaining teams heading into the final 16 teams in the regionals. Murphy and under here for Burley. Saw Oklahoma, Mindy as well.
Oh yeah,
season.
I was sweating it out along with them. They went up 4-0, then they let it go, and they were losing 7-4. Top of 7, had 2 runners on, 2 outs. I mean, looking like they're going to lose the streak, and then boom, 3 runs shot, and then top of 9, get another run across. So kept the streak alive. 48 wins in a row. No one else has ever done it. Beat the Arizona squad.
Ron says, what about my Tigers? Hey, we've won 7 of our last 12 games. We're playing good, decent ball here. Bionic on the White Sox. Darren on the under. Savannah says White Sox here. Allen on the under. All right, Mindy, in that one, we're on the under here. And I don't know, I might be on Ron's Tigers. We'll see. Get a lot of tennis updates right now. That's what you hear going on over here. Matches starting left and right. I'm involved right now, man. Some exciting matches so far today. All right, Mindy, it's cards and guards, as I like to say. I just made that up this week. So here we have Jordan Montgomery's been a big-time money burner so far this year for the Cardinals. Hunter Gaddis, he's been okay for the Guardians. So let's see what Mindy has to say here in this one with the Cardinals a road favorite here.
Yeah, I mean, I think this one is a little bit tough, and it's mostly because of Montgomery. He's just been roughed up a lot at the plate, but then he's going up against this Cleveland Guardians team that just really struggles. They're like basically next to last in team batting average. So how is that gonna play out? For me, I'm gonna go with what I think is the hotter team offensively. I hope the pitching kind of evens itself out. Like you said, Gaddis hasn't allowed an earned run in either of his last 2 appearances, even though they've been short, right? Kind of a couple innings here or there at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Cardinals today. I think they can get it done here with some big bats.
Yeah, I feel Montgomery's been, wow. Last 3 starts, has gotten shelled pretty hard. 0-2 with an 8 ERA in those games. But Cardinals, just when I say, they are coming back to the pack a little bit. I mean, they won 14 of the last 20, but it seems like every time I come on the air, I go, look at the Cardinals, and then that's the game they lose. But again, they're under 500 on the road. Cleveland, you mentioned it, Mindy. He was awful before those last 2 appearances, really. And yeah, he's more just a short in time guy in there. So we'll see. But again, the offense is just anemic right now, especially the Guardians, right? They've gone under in 6 straight games right now. Cardinals have gone over in 15 of their last 24. I like the under in this one. Scored with the under yesterday. I think that was on the show. It actually ended up going over. Yeah. Cardinals got the win, though, yesterday. I will try the under again. That's what I'll do. And Mindy's on the Cards. And what's the chat up to? It's a Bionic here on the Cards, Butterscotch on the Cards, Ziggy on the Guardians. Fernando says, how about the under in that one as well? Londo says St. Louis. And Takia Cardinals, Fernando Cardinals, Verley Cardinals. Well, they are favored on the road, so maybe it shouldn't surprise me. Matt says under. Legendary Strikes coming in with a different game, but every time I see Legendary Strike, I just think about that truck. Just think about that truck. Actually, I was going to research that and see. Did I ask last? Does he have a YouTube video of his?
Yeah, he said he did. You can check it out.
Okay, I can find that. I'm sorry I didn't do that.
I'm pretty sure.
I want to see that totally. I can't wait to see it now. Actually, I'm sure it's all automated and everything, but I don't know. Maybe he goes there and he acts as a pin setter like back before the technology. I don't know. EJ, wow, hello, nice to have EJ here. Obviously knows what's going on and comes in with a play. First comment, I think, or I don't know. Good to see you, EJ. Thank you. Savannah under. Savage Moses, we've seen before with his awesome.
Yeah.
It said it's on yesterday's game. Oh, it did go under. Okay. I thought it went. I gave myself a loser. Hell, I had a winner. A miracle. All right. Nathan Cards first 5. And Fernando says maybe it'll be another under today. All right, Mindy. Here comes the Giants and Cobb. Definitely doing pretty well. On the road here, the Giants favored. Minus $1.25, 8.5, under 20.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my friend James Edward, who is on the Brewers, is not here today. But today, I actually think I'm going to come back here on the Brewers. I'm going to take them on the run line here. They're about minus 150 in this one. I just think that, they've gotten beat up here a couple times. I think it's one of those that they kind of get back in this one versus Cobb. I just kind of think Cobb might just have one of those off days. That's kind of how I feel about it. I feel like the Brewers here, their bullpen is pretty decent compared to the Giants here as of late. Brewers also, they're allowing less runs right now if I take a look at that over the last 5. So, yeah, going to go with the Brewers today on the run line.
Both teams a couple of games over 500. Cobb has been pretty excellent, certainly, and no doubt about it. Over his last 6 starts, he's got a ERA right now. Let's see, 1.86 in his last 6 starts. He's gone under in 7 straight games. So Cobb has been pretty good, no doubt about it. Definitely seeing some under trends with these guys. Giants have gone under in 9 of their last 13. The Brewers have gone under in 5 of Rays. It was at 7 starts. They've gone under in 5 of them, and the Brewers have gone under in 4 of their last 5. I'm going to try Colin Ray with you here on the money line. $1.45, $1.50 here. You said
run line, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll try it. Just I think Ray's been okay. He's 4.3 ERA in his last 3 starts. The Brewers have gone 4-3 with him. You're gonna have to beat Cobb. And look, Cobb has been pretty good against Milwaukee. He's got a 0.64 ERA and a 2-1 career record. But look, it's not a problem when we know that anybody can throw in a poor start at any time. I mean, that's right. Just the way it is. And that's really the spots you got to pick. So, I'll come in with you, Mindy, here and take the handicap here, just to give a little bit of insurance, $1.45. All right, and looks like we got some nice opinions on this game. Here's Giants. Let's see. I don't know if Fernando's on this game, if he's on with this game or not. Let me start here at least with Blake on the Giants. Legendary strikes on the Giants. Takia, Giants. Lots of opinions here for the Giants. Ron will be on the Brewers with us. Butterscotch on the Giants. Bionic on the Giants. I get it. I mean, Cobb's been pretty hot. Nathan here. It's a lean. And Matt to come back with San Francisco here in this one. Ron will take the run line with us. Under for Verley. And Ziggy on the run line. JD under. You guys are hot today with all these opinions. So glad to have so many of you participating in this way. Here's Giants first five for Darren. You guys are the stars of this show. That's Sean right. Under. EJ Giants, Justin under. All right. The Blue Jays and the Twins this afternoon will be Berrios and Bailey over. But the Blue Jays are favored here on the road, about a minus $1.15, just a slight favorite. 8.5 under 15.
Oh, goodness. I kind of feel like this is going to be another, good one today. I just kind of feel like, with the Twins maybe staying a little bit hot here and a Blue Jays team that's not so much. I mean, it's one of those, they picked up the win in the first one, and then it's just kind of been a little bit, a little bit rough for them, I feel like here as they've, gone through this series. But for me, I think I'm going to go ahead and come back on the Blue Jays here today. I feel like, perhaps they're getting some of their, woes taken care of. I think we have a little bit better pitching matchup today for this Blue Jays team with Berrios. I know that his ERA is a little bit high yet on the road, but I feel like the bats take up, can make up for that. You also have the Blue Jays team with this better bullpen, only giving up 67 earned runs compared to 74, only giving up 16 home runs compared to 25, having 229 strikeouts compared to 192. So yeah, I'm going to go back with the Blue Jays here today.
All right, I'm sold. Maybe I wasn't quite sure, but Berrios 2.81 in his last 4 starts. You mentioned some of his other really good numbers. Toronto feels uncomfortable because they're in such a slump right now, having lost 10 of their last 13 ball games right now. Blake, Toronto first 5. Hope you guys saw all the other plays in there. Matt going over. We think of these teams as good teams, and they should be better, I think, actually, Mindy. Both teams just a game or two over 500.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a surprise now at this point. Mention the Blue Jays, woes right now. But Minnesota, they've gone just 4-7 in their last 11. They are 16-11 at home, and Toronto on the road not so much. But I'm gonna take the Blue Jays with you. Another pick for us. It's got to be good. We're winning. I mean, we're finding a profit every day. So let's take Berrios. Good numbers. Good numbers for Berrios. I think he's being overlooked a little bit by a lot of people. He's in a good run of late. But Justin says with Berrios in there, that means over. We'll give a little bit of credence here to what Justin is saying. Toronto has gone over in 11 of their last 14 on the road. But Ober has gone under in all of his starts, I believe, or at least one was a push. But yeah, and Fernando says Bailey Ober a good ERA. But back to the pack a little bit. 4.2 in his last 3 starts. All right, another pick for us, Mindy. We're on Toronto here.
Okay.
All right, Mindy, we finally get to see Daniel Lynch. Good to have Lynch in there. They need him. They need him. Let's see what he has. We're not going to call him a savior or anything like that. Just Royals need a guy to get in there and keep plugging away. They were definitely expecting contribution from him going up against Mackenzie Gore here. And, look at the line, Mindy. It's funny. Here's a pick 'em. And the total 9/15.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like Mackenzie Gore has done a really good job on the mound, especially here on the road. He's only given up 11 runs in 5 starts here so far. The Royals have lost 6 of their last 7. Had some friends at the game yesterday. I mean, they were excited to be there, but it's kind of how it works out for the Royals. It's a nice nice time. How about that, right? The bullpen here for the Royals also the 3rd worst. Of course, I'm heading with the Nationals here today, Ramon.
All right. I was, hoping maybe you might consider the Royals here because of Lynch coming back, and we know that he had his return kind of delayed, and I know when he was around, the numbers weren't great, right? Last 2 years combined. 5.32 ERA, 8-19 record. Royals are in a bad funk again. They've lost 11 of their last 14 games. Gore's got a 4.0 ERA and an 0-2 record in his last 5 starts. Nationals just 3-7 when he pitches. We're not maybe seeing the run production, but I got to think this one's going over today at 9 runs. I'm going to take the over. We do see. It's funny, the Royals, what do we see? I mean, it's like other teams beat up on the Royals, get a big lead, and then the Royals, if
decide to play some ball,
they come back all the time and they still end up losing, but they score a bunch of runs. Like teams don't take them, that they get leads on them and go into the bullpens. And so give the Royals a little bit of credit. I still give their I always say, I like the Royals offense, and the statistics don't back it up, but seems like they do. I guess you don't want your best hitting to come when you're already down 5 runs, but that's what happens with these guys. So I'll take the over, Mindy, on the Nationals here in this one. The chat doing anything with this one? I guess a few people are going to make some comments here. And I think Fernando means this game, so I'll pop it up there. It's also got the Nationals. Ziggy's on the over, too. Oh, I'm glad to see these overs. Takia Nationals, Butterscotch Nationals, Londo now. Oh, my gosh. Mindy, you're getting a lot of support for the Nationals here. Oh, boy. We're race to 2. Well, I guess I might be... It's really hard for me to put this as a premium at the Royals. I think you guys noticed I probably am on the Royals. I don't know. Let me just stick with the over to be sure. I'm not going to give it out. I'm not going to say anything. Walk this way. Hello.
Oh, he has the Royals money line, huh?
Nice to see Walk this way. Aerosmith or Run DMC? Which actually they were together.
Yeah, I was gonna say they could both.
I first saw that way back when. I couldn't believe it.
I think it was like the MTV Music Awards or something.
I was almost down a rabbit hole last night watching Martha Quinn introduce a bunch of old songs, like it was the old days. On there. That's how it got last night after the games a little bit. I was watching that poker all night, surfing the internet. Nats here also for money line. All right, we're ready to go here. Next up, it'll be the Reds and the Cubs. Ashcraft on the road. John Smiley. That's
you.
Drew Smiley. Well, John Smiley, he was a pretty good. He was an okay pitcher. Anyways, Ashcraft and Smiley here. Smiley $1.55-ish, 7.5 over 15. I guess we could call on Scotch maybe to give us the wind update, but seeing the total there, I think it indicates what I'm showing, Mindy, is a wind in from pretty much from left field, 10 to 12 miles an hour today. So total 7.5 over 15 for a reason.
Yeah, that is true. And sorry, Doubles is sick at home. He wish he could go to the game here today. He's picking the over. I'm also going to go ahead and pick the over in this one. I think it's kind of going to be, more perhaps here with Ashcraft. I feel like Smiley's been a little bit shaky here at times. Again, the Reds seem a little bit hot. So I think it's going to be a duel all the way to the finish. I think we're going to each score every top and bottom of the inning here in this one. So I'm going to go ahead, go over the total.
All right. Maybe some picket fences going on here. And let's take a look. And Fernando was asking. Lynch is making his debut, Fernando, his debut this season. I'm pretty sure, right? You're the Royals fan, but he's been guess I could get the what type of injury. I don't believe it was an arm injury. I believe it was another.
I don't know if I have anything on that.
Yeah, I was looking at it actually.
Yeah, Lynch is just zeros across the board.
Yeah, no, he has not. I was just trying to recall what his
injury was.
It was a rotator cuff. So that's not great, but
yeah, but they're injuries you can come back from.
Blake likes the old version of the song. All right. Doubles likes the over, though, with you there. He'd probably be sitting out there with his Budweiser and his hoping to catch a home run ball out there. And I'm a Cubs fan and I'm a Bud man. Here's Ziggy on the Cubs, Takia on the Cubs. Justin on the over here. I'm going to be on the Cubs today with Smiley. And there is some support for the Cubs. Scotch says, there it is, 10 miles an hour, blowing in. And let's see, Cubs are due. Here's Butterscotch on Cincinnati. Matt's gone with the over in this one. Blake will take the Reds run line. Fernando says take the Cubs. Maybe they're going to be betting some money. I hope we don't get in trouble.
Right.
For facilitating it. All right. Here's the Bionic on the Reds run line. Cubs first 5 for Ron. And Justin says over in this one. Reds complete the sweep. Nathan says, but he'll take first 5. All right, Mindy's on the over, and I am on the Cubs. Go Cubs, go. And Thomas on the Cubs today. All right, next up is the Mets. And the Rockies, Mindy, I really got burned in that one. I gave out the under on the show. You gave out the Rockies run line, and you were right. The Mets, I believe, won the game. I think it was a 7-6. Was that the final?
Yeah, and it totally blew up that under.
It was 6-1. I thought I had it.
Yeah, feeling pretty good.
Yeah, because I was also, feeling what you were there a little bit. So, oh, man. All right. What do you got in this one here with Mets and Rockies?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and go with the under today. That 12.5, that seems pretty darn steep to me here, especially with, I feel like, they probably should. It just kind of got away from him yesterday. I kind of feel like that's, they just kind of got the breaks in there sometimes. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those, if I just feel like that New York is just not a consistent team right now, right? So that's kind of how I see it. I just kind of feel like they're not going to be able to get as many runs as they got there yesterday. I think it's going to be more like, 3-4, something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take the under here again.
All right. I've been kind of hot on those unders. That's why I've been, I took it again yesterday. As I keep saying, man, the Rockies games don't go under, but again, it just did kind of blow up yesterday with that big inning, that big run by the Mets to tie the game at 6. So, man, for me, I'm going to end up probably trying what you did yesterday. That's what I'm thinking. I'll probably come back on the Rockies here with the run line. That's what I'll do. Take them plus a run and a half. I mean, they've won 7 of the last 10 at home. McGill, 6 ERA in his last 4 starts. Gomber's been a little bit 4-0 in his last 6 starts. He's gone 4-0 in his 6 starts. Last 6 starts, I should say. He started 10 games this year. But 4-0 with a 3.82 ERA, and Colorado has won 5 of his last 6 starts. I'm going to take Gomber here and take the run line, and Mindy will take the under. Let's not forget, we'll see what the chat's up to in this one. Yeah, we don't have to get into that, Ziggy. I will say this. It was 10-7. Thanks, Matt. I'm sorry if that is the case. I thought Mindy had a winner there, actually. I must have tuned it out after a while.
Yeah, I thought it was 6-7 as well. But again, I was watching softball at the time, so
okay. I'll show the picks in just a minute. I want to talk about this real quick. Ziggy mentioned getting rid of the kickoff, and I think it sucks, but I think the rule is already. I think what they've said it. It's not. They're not getting rid of the kickoff, but now if you call for a fair catch anywhere, not just in the end zone. If you call for a fair catch at the 1-yard line, the ball will be moved out to the 25. So that's what's going to eliminate more kickoff returns this season. If you fair catch the ball at the 24-yard line, you'll get it at the 25. So if you make a fair catch anywhere inside the 25, you're going to get it at the 25. All that's going to equal it to me is a lot of fair catches, because if you look at how the returns come, right, they usually end up a little bit short of the 25, I think. Right. But if anyone did watch that, you probably didn't. I did watch some of it. It was the Philadelphia Stars and the Pittsburgh Mall. They were making returns, kick returns, punt returns, kickoff returns. It was, and they have a funky rule in that. Well, the XFL has a funkier rule, I think, but there were returns in that game, and you need returns, man. Nothing like the opening kickoff. Come on. All right. Anyways, let's get with the picks here. Here's Takia on the Mets, Ziggy on the under, Blake Rockies run line, Darren Rockies run line. Fernando says he'll take Mets money. Fernando also on the under, Rockies money line for Matt. Butterscotch taking that Rockies run line. Nathan says he's going under. The Mets have been playing a lot of unders. They've gone under in 3 of McGill's 4 starts. They have gone over in 9 of their last 13. I will mention that, but in general, the Rockies games go under a lot. Hello to Michael Thompson here.
Yeah, the Rockies won 10-7.
Okay, thank you.
So thanks, Matt. He was like, yeah, she still got it right. Okay, good.
All right. Fernando might, I don't know, Fernando, I know I'm on the Rockies, but I think I'd rather have a pizza. Savannah on the under here. Oh, was the Rockies came, is that what it was?
Rockies won 10-7.
Oh, they came back. Okay. I was just whining about the total, I guess. It's all about me. It's all about whatever I pick. Sorry, you guys. Good job. Okay, Justin on the over. And Yeah, and all right, that's good for this game. Let's take a look here next. What do we got? Okay, who wanted it? Mr. Ron Hahn. The Ron Hahn game of the day, even though it's not his Tiger. The Astros and the Athletics. Mindy, the Astros did it again, or I should say the Athletics didn't do it again. They've been money.
Right.
Going against them here. They've gotten some run lines. That's kind of been the discussion of how it's going with these games with Houston here. But you got Christian Javier starting to heat up a little bit. I've already talked about that a little bit. Just, the Astros starting to put things together big time. And Javier, big favorite here, 250-ish. And the total 8.5 under 20.
Well, I mean, we do have Medina here with a better home split than his ERA shows. He's 6.45 overall, but only a 4.5 here at home. Same thing with Christian Javier. He sits right around 3 with that ERA. But for me, it's kind of more of the woes for this Athletics team. If we take a look at just where they're averaging on their last, or I guess it would be like overall, offensively is 3.22 runs, but over there, you can see it on the crawl on the screen, only averaging 1.8 over their last 14 games. Just woeful at getting any sort of runs. And I feel like, running up against Javier is going to keep this total down. I'm going to go under the total of 8.5 here, Ramon.
Maybe I'm allergic to totals here. Mindy says go under in this one. I got burned trying to take the under as a premium yesterday, so I might end up a little bit gun shy on that one, even though Houston's gone under in 6 of their last 8, and the A's have gone under in 9 of their last 12. How many have they lost in a row now? I can count them on 2 hands. That means 10 straight losses for the A's. Let's just take Houston on the run line again. Look, it still seems like great value. Minus $1.50-ish. It's starting to get a little bit pricey, but I'll just try it again. Why not? Houston now has won 14 of their last 17 games. Javier, they've gone 8-2 in his 10 starts, 3-0 in his last 3 starts with a 2 ERA. Medina, 6.8 ERA. He's lost his last 3 of his last. He's lost all 4. Well, he's lost 3, but they've lost 4. His last 4 games, he's been credited with the loss. Okay, I'll spit it out
eventually.
Yeah. Here's lay 2.5. We're gonna start laying 2.5 here soon. What's that price? That might be like I'm thinking like a plus $1. Maybe that might even be a little bit of plus money here. Maybe that might be the way to go. I want to see what that is actually. I know the Square Shops laying the 1.5 is about $1.65. Even though I'm saying it's lower on the sharper books. Houston minus 2.5 is a pick 'em pretty much, minus $1.10 or so. So, all right, Bionic on the run line here. Thank you, Latif. I was going to turn off the cam and then I just ran out of time. Yeah, on Houston, Blake will take this underdog. And I don't see the value yet, right, Mindy?
Not yet. Tried it yesterday. Didn't quite get it.
I call it the super run line when you guys are putting that up there. I hope I'm coining. I hope that's what you guys are calling it too. Or is there another word I'm supposed to be using there? Ron says he'll lay that 2.5. And so will Verley. All right. All right, there it is. The Astros. Mindy's on the under. I'll take the Astros again. Must be nice to get to play the A's. All right, Mindy. Yesterday I've got to correct something yesterday that I had said, and I'm sure that you're gonna realize it as well. Shohei Ohtani is in his 6th season with the
Is he
Angels.
really? I would not have thought that.
I
It
thought it
doesn't
was
seem like
3.
it's very long.
I think I even said, is this his 3rd year with the team?
I think, and I agreed with you that it's his 3rd year.
I believe it's his 6th season. As I went to look back and see, because when I mentioned that they homered.
Well, he had that kind of year off, and stuff. So
yeah, he did miss half a year, definitely with an injury, for sure. So here we have Yuri Perez for the Marlins. Hasn't been great so far, and Patrick Sandoval.
Fat Panda.
I always say the old. Why do I always say the old? Because I'm old.
Because those are stuck in your head. You're right.
Sandoval $1.30, 8.5 over 20.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Angels today. I think a lot of it is based off of the starting pitcher. Sandoval has been pretty darn good. 3.75. Perez, not so hot. 6.23 on the road. So he's not pitching as well on the road as he is at home here. Also, I feel like the Marlins bullpen's a little bit more shaky than this Angels. I know the Marlins got the job done yesterday, but going back to the Angels today.
All right, Mindy on her halos here at home with Patrick Sandoval. Hasn't been great in his life. You mentioned his decent numbers, but last couple of starts not so good. But Angels still 6-3 in their last 9 games. It seems a reasonable price here now at $1.30 in this one. Perez, probably need to see a little bit more from him. Boy, I kind of like this price. And I'm going to agree with you, Mindy. We're back on a game after taking a few off there for sure. I'll take the Angels with you in this one, Mindy.
Okay.
I'm just going to trust them a little bit more. Let's see what the chat has to say. Bionic on the Angels. Bionic's always ready, knows the order, has the pick ready. Ron's got a prop here on Yuri. Ziggy's going to try the Marlins on the run line in this one. Here's Fernando on the Angels. Takia on the Angels. Burley Angel. I'm glad I took the Angels here with the chat so we get a real consensus.
All right.
A lot of people on the Angels here with us. Blake on the under. I think I'm kind of leaning under. Nathan in the race to 2. Here's Angels first 5. Ron says fading the Angels at this.
Oh, Ron.
Oh, that today again. I'm just going to say he's fading him today. Michael Thompson, though, does want the Angels here. So, all right. Man, that Cubs line is on the move. Seeing the board just light up right now. I know I gave it out earlier, but now I'm looking at Smiley getting bet up here to $1.70. What did I say when we gave it out there? $1.50 or so? Man. All right. There we go. We're on the Angels in that one. The Red Sox on the road here against the Diamondbacks. And man, I took a loss with the Diamondbacks in the premium land yesterday. 2-1 pitchers duel there yesterday. Coming back today here, the Diamondbacks, $1.15, 8.5 over, -115. We are seeing widely reported steam to the under here.
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, this one's going to be interesting as well, right? I mean, because he's been pretty decent, but yet in the last couple of games, it's been a little bit underwhelming, you might say. And then I don't know if you call yesterday kind of some slumping at the plate. I had the over in that game. Didn't even get close, right? And then Merrill Kelly, he's also been pretty good here. I just kind of feel like, I don't know. I struggle, right? Because Boston, again, they're one like the Dodgers on this, long, road stretch of games here, getting ready to go back home. But I think I like the Red Sox here today. I like the bats a little bit better. like where they're going here with offense. I also like the Red Sox bullpen a little bit. So, yeah, I'm going to back the Red Sox here today and hope that, Houck pitches a little bit better than what his ERA shows. Again, he's sitting at about 5 overall, but on the road, he is sitting at about 3.7.
Yeah, I thought the Red Sox were actually quite clutch yesterday in the bullpen. They got the runs needed. They trailed 1-0, tied the game, and then ended up winning it. So we'll see how he's in his last 5 starts, an 0-3 record and a 5.5 ERA. Boston has just a 500 record on the road. They're see what the chat has to say here, because I would like some help. There's Diamondbacks on a lot of Diamondbacks, huh? Glad you guys all type in Diamondbacks, and well, there's Burley. He says D-backs, but he's talking. He says he wants the under, but D-backs, snakes. What's that other thing? They call the Sapa
Serpentinos or sprinkles.
Oh, Fernando says the Diamondbacks up. What? No. Fernando, that can't. No, you're looking at something else.
What, the plus 1.5?
Is that what he's?
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying
the spread, the plus 1.5.
Okay.
Because it was sitting at minus like 190, so it could be up to 205.
Okay, I didn't have the alternative up because I have, the Diamondbacks as a favorite, so they're laying the 1.5 on my standard board here. I didn't look at the. I didn't go in and look at the adjusted run line, the alternate run line there. And Matt says Sunday cards are tough. I'd agree with that, Matt. A lot of times they just go in order, but sometimes there's enough teams that will position a better pitcher on Sunday, and a little bit of movement earlier in the week. Sometimes I think we just see a higher quality of starter on Sundays in most. I won't even say most, but just slightly enough to make it like the best day of the week as far as the starters. We know they just go in order, but a lot of times there is movement pushing a starter back or moving one up, and it just seems like good pitchers end up going on Sunday. Let's see here. First 5 under here. Bionic on the run line. Did I cover these already? I'm sorry. Matt D, is that a premonition?
It's a sign.
JPZ here. Nice to see you. Yeah, well, that's one of the things that, I like about doing the week. Is a lot of shows on you just do Monday through Friday, and that's fine because we know that weekdays a little bit different as far as the viewing habits people are concerned. But I was insistent to be on during the weekend. And Nathan got the Diamondbacks run line here today. All right, Mindy, I guess I got to pull the trigger. And, saw what happened yesterday. Look, Red Sox have gone over in just one of their last 8 games right now. They're getting good pitching, as you mentioned. We'll see about how we know Merrill Kelly's back on the beam a little bit. Right. 3.19 ERA in his last 9 starts. I'll go under in Red Sox and Diamondbacks after I gave out a loser here yesterday with the over on the show. I learned my lesson. I'll come back on the under. All right, the Bucks here going up against the Mariners and Marco Gonzalez. 135, 8.5 over minus 115. Now it's gone down a little bit. Steve came in on the Pirates here somewhat as a dog with Luis Ortiz.
Well, I'm going to go on the Mariners. I mean, they've been playing pretty lights out at home. So I'm going to, keep sticking with them here until they can prove me wrong, prove me otherwise. Marco doing well, sitting at that 4.3 ERA. Neither of these guys give up the long ball, right? Ortiz has 0 home runs and his a couple innings pitched here on the road. Marco Gonzalez, a 0.4 home runs per 9 innings in his 23 innings of work. I think in a close one, I think the Mariners get to pull it out here being the home team. So going to take the Mariners here today.
Yeah, a lot of parity in the major leagues, huh? Seattle just 2 games over 500. The Pirates, even though they gave back all those games, they're still a game over 500. So let's take a look here and see what you guys are up to. What is money line? What is JPZ? Is that something I'm supposed to know? Bionic on the Mariners. Oh, JPZ. That's he's saying hello to JPZ. Got it. He's saying JPZ. Money line is saying hello to JPZ. I get it. All right. The team on the Pirates here on this one. Yeah, I mean, maybe you got to respect that steam. We'll see with Ortiz. I think Pirates, remember, they've lost 17 of their last 22 right now, but they are over 500 on the road, interestingly enough. And let's see, Pirates here. A lot of Pirates support today, so maybe that, take a look at that steam. I think the Sharps and Wise guys, maybe they're on the Bucks today. But I'm with you, Mindy. I want Gonzalez. Remember, he's still 3.5 ERA in his 3 home starts this season. So, he's made 6 starts on the road, which is interesting because his numbers are, probably okay for that. Seattle has won 6 of their last 8. Takia on the Mariners, Michael Thompson Mariners. But like I said, a lot of Pirates support. Fernando will take both run line and money line, and Blake's on the Pirates. So, and Nathan Cerna, if it's not Keller, he's taking the Mariners. There's more Seattle. And Matt D says he's got an under. Look, Seattle's gone under in 5 of their last 7. Pittsburgh has gone over in just 2 of their last 8 games on the road. So maybe I don't mind that, especially if it's 8.5 here. Yeah, money line. We're money line, and you and I, and maybe there and a couple of others. But I would say, for the fact that the Mariners are our favorite, there's a pretty high percentage on the Pirates here today. Maybe after what we saw in the game yesterday, that the Bucks. Well, no, I think who won that thing? The Mariners ended up winning it, right? In a high scoring.
Yeah, the Mariners won.
In a high scoring game, wasn't it? Or no, I don't think of the first 2 games ago.
It was 5-0, right? Yesterday.
Okay.
2 days ago might have been like 7-4 or something like that.
Okay,
I'd have to go back and look.
Watching too many, sports.
Yeah, it is hard to keep it straight.
Okay, the Phillies. Dylan Covey is going to make a start here. So get his. I think it's his first start of the year. We'll see what Mindy has to say against Strider. Big favorite. You don't like to see this on a Sunday night game. So I don't know. It's not like Dylan Covey's some rookie or something. He's been around a few years, certainly. It's been a couple of years since. In fact, it's been 4 years, I think, since he's made a start. So he's definitely been around. He's got some pretty bad numbers in his career, so I guess I can see why the Braves are such a big favorite. But and the Braves are just out of their mind right now, actually.
All right. So Ziggy said it was not 7-4. It was 11-6.
11 to something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and 5-0 yesterday. So yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like with this one, we just have a little bit of the unknown there with Dylan Covey. I mean, it's kind of hard sometimes when you don't really have any info. But I do know that the Braves team is probably more dangerous here, hitting the lefty. Strider's been not great. I mean, allowing 8 runs here, 6 runs there. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he should bounce back here some. So I'm going to just take the Braves. I'm going to take them here on -1.5 runs.
Yeah, it feels like we got to take the Braves -1.5 runs. I mean, I really thought, even though I say the line looks high, I mean, really penciled it in. I'm a little bit higher actually right now. Strider, just a 4.6 ERA in his last 4 starts. He's actually lost a couple of games of late. Looks like there's a little conflict going between Blake. He likes the over. Ziggy likes the under here. Braves have gone over in 9 of their last 13. And get this, Mindy, even though we talk about Strider and his good numbers, 8 of his 9 starts have gone over.
Right.
Or 8 of his last 9. I think he's actually 8-2 to the over this year. The Braves have won 8 of his 10 starts. So Latifa on the Phillies. And here's Braves. Braves minus 1.5. Nathan, I think on that is what we're saying. And I'll agree with Mindy. I'm going to look for a blowout tonight on Sunday Night Baseball. We don't want that. How about Ronald Acuna? I mean, could you imagine if he had 40 home runs and 60 stolen bases? Oh, Mindy's frozen. Crazy. Darn it. Can you
Why?
see?
Why?
Is that on my end? Oh. Hang tight, everybody. Hang tight with me here. We'll just talk it out a little bit and see if it's on.
Is it me?
It is you? Okay.
Oh, I mean, no. I mean, I'm asking. Like, I feel like I'm fine.
Give me a heads up in the chat what you see going on here. I don't have the YouTube up, and then I'd see if it's me. And I hate when I have to leave Mindy on the air for a few seconds by herself while I'm restarting.
I mean, as far as I know, you look fine. So, I mean, yeah, I'm watching it. You know, I'm watching it.
Okay, yeah, they see you, so it's on my end again. I'm sorry, you guys.
No, you're fine, Ramon. You're fine. If you can hear me, can you?
Okay, well, here's the thing. I can't necessarily make out what you're saying, and we're almost to the. Oh, you're back. Okay, you're back for me. Thank you. Maybe it's just a bad internet.
I was going to say I could hear you perfectly, just fine. But
and apparently they did in the chat too, so I was having a little bit of a problem
on your end. Okay.
Again. I'm having a problem. Ramon's having a problem. You guys, thank you, you guys, for that. I was I was getting Mindy frozen, and I was getting her talking like, you know how it is, you know. I was having a problem. I was having a problem, you guys. Okay, but I was all clear, of course, because you know how Mindy knows how this little software program works, and I already had to restart once, so all right.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.